Welcome to the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. Coming up today, we recap one game in conference play, a low-scoring affair between UNCW and Hampton last Saturday in Trask Coliseum. We'll give you a preview of Episode 4 of Title Rising coming up today. We'll sit down with Noah Ross on our Pepsi player profile. We're handing out some hardware, also looking ahead to the standings and what's ahead for UNCW. 2 games on the road Thursday and Saturday. It's the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. It starts right now.
Gets a screen from Westler. Stutter dribble, drives in, spins. Far sideline in the left corner. It's May. High arcing three. Knocks it in. Ross driving left baseline and dunking it against the defense.
Well, again, UNCW and Hampton, a lone game we're recapping this week. 2 undefeated teams Saturday in Trask Coliseum. Coach, it was a low-scoring affair. You knew it was going to be a physical game as well going into this matchup.
Yeah, that's the first point we wanted to get across to the team is having them understand Hampton's identity as a program. They're built off toughness, built off physicality, built off competing. And so, at the door, we had to be ready to match that and exceed that. So that was our first message. Very good program, well coached. We knew that on both ends of the floor, our physicality and our toughness was going to have to be there. And I thought I thought for most of the game we brought the fight to them.
And it didn't seem it was as low scoring as it was because both teams had runs, especially in the first half. But in the end, you win this game without scoring 50 points.
Yeah. I told the staff that was probably the most fun I've had coaching in a while. Just to, everything that came with it. It was a tough stretch for our guys, 4 games in 8 days. We're a little banged up. So much adversity that we had to fight through going into the game, in the game. The game was being reffed a little different. It was physical. Our guys were gassed. They were out there pushing as hard as they could. Battling through that adversity and seeing them respond and handle it the right way was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was an exciting game in Trask Coliseum for both teams, the 3rd game of the week in conference play as well. Let's take a look now at the highlights from Trask Coliseum.
Drives in, spins, kicks it out to Hodge. Hodge 3, and the shot clock buzzer knocks it in.
Well, they looked a couple of times down low for Westler. Hampton denied the pass, but they get the 3-point shot to open the night.
Goes right to the screener. Westler keeps it away from the defense. Layup left hand, good off the glass for Patrick Westler.
So both possessions, the shot clock was inside 2, but the Seahawks got good shots, 5-0.
Gains Wyatt, right side, drives it in, blocked away out of bounds by Ross. The Seahawk defense starting off strong here, Marty.
And it's been the backside help on both blocks, and even on the interception pass. Take a look at it here on the replay. Watch Ross come from behind. Nice
Dead to Hodge. Hodge out front to Ross. Ross 3 is on net for Noah Ross. His 12th 3 of the season.
Timeout Hampton. Like the ball movement, Mike.
Hodge ahead to May. Shot fake, he'll drive it in. Finger roll, right hand. Good for Christian May.
So there's your first field goal in a little more than 6. Seahawks up by 1.
Waiting for that next media timeout. May pops out. 3 is good for Christian May.
When May releases, you can almost tell right away if he thinks it's going to go. He released it, took 2 steps back defensively, 3-point shot.
13, Williams down low. They get it to Westler. Westler again converts.
He's unstoppable at both ends right now.
10 points, 6 boards for Big Pat. Off the bench for UNCW, as is Durr. Ross gets it, trying to back down against the shorter gains. Wyatt spins baseline, spins back with the right hand. Little half hook, connects. 5 points for Noah Ross. Drives in, right side, Williams, inside, Westler, hook shot, left hand from distance. He hits it.
That breaks a 10-0 run. It's been a game of runs.
Hodge inside Westler. Westler Banks it in again.
That was a difficult ball to catch. He extended all the way up, almost overthrew the big guy. But he collects and you're even.
May between the circles, gets the screen from Wessler. Driving, step back, fades away, and hits a shot in shot side the arc. Christian May, it's a 2 and puts the Seahawks up by 2, 39-37 with 9:10 to go. Hands off to Ross, drives it right to the baseline. That push shot around and through for Noah Ross.
Back-to-back possessions with the score. First time in a while and a half.
He'll give it now to Ross. Races it over the stripe, far sideline. He'll go coast to coast. Ross attacks and scores just like we saw Wednesday night. Noah Ross makes it 44-37. Two defenders ran into each other. Watch it swat away, the 6th block of the game for Wessler off of Ely. And the Seahawks get it back, but now it looks like Ivan Thomas wants to challenge. But how about Patrick Wessler? Is there anything he hasn't done tonight, Marty?
Look at that. He's not even in your screen. He's on the offside, takes 3 steps. And again, I think what's so impressive, he times it and he goes straight up. And for a big guy, he avoids contact.
By Cody Williams. Over the drive, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Will drive here, spots up with the right hand, hits the shot. A big bucket for Greedy Williams, and the Seahawks up by 7.
Again, very low-scoring game, 49-45 the final score there, Coach. And again, you look at the 49 points, but 45, the defense here has been really good this week in conference play.
Yeah, Mike, we've been growing in that area. We know that our shots aren't falling right now. They'll start falling for us, but we can always play defense. We can always rebound. We can always be tough, and that's been the message. We had a spurt in that game where at one point they were shooting like 57% in the second half. And when I looked the next time, they were all the way down in the 30s. So we know how important that is, and, credit to our guys for locking in on that end of the floor.
No Gavin Walsh in this game, out with an injury, but Christian May, 10 rebounds, picks up the slack there, and obviously Patrick Wessler, a double-double, near triple-double with the 6 blocks as well. So some other guys raised their game up in the absence of Walsh.
Yeah, we talked about that. We don't want to make a big deal out of it, but we were losing rebounding, toughness, competitive spirit with Gavin being out. And so I told the guards, they were going to have to rebound. I told, McCoy it was his time to step up and help. John had an opportunity. Greedy and Madison had to get in there and mix it up a little bit on the board. So, when we have one man down, it's the next man up. And I thought we did a really good job with that in the game.
So UNCW 3-0 atop the conference standings, 14-2 overall this season. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a preview of a Title Rising Episode 4. That's next.
Fact. It's Ford Truck Month, and it's the best time to get a great deal on a new Ford truck. From the company that assembles more vehicles, employs more hourly workers, who help make Ford the best-selling truck brand in the Carolinas. It's Ford Truck Month. Get great deals on a huge selection, and that's a fact. Now get 2.9% financing for 60 months plus up to $6,900 in total savings on select 2025 F-150 trucks.
Hey, grab me one too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
I'm just being myself, cool as can be.
It's so easy. Get out your own way.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Hot Ham and Cheese, Hand-Breaded Chicken Tender Wrap, or Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger. Mix and match any two with fries and a drink, just $5.99.
Title Rising has been really well received. 3 episodes out there right now. Episode 4 comes your way soon. And Coach, this is the episode that now gets into Kevin Keats' years, your years here as well. But certainly, let's talk about this with you coming on staff at that time and able to turn things around. It had been kind of a dormant program for 9 to 10 years, and you guys able to turn it around back then.
Yeah, Mike. When I, when I was a player in high school, wanted to come here and be a part of the program. When I came up, it was starting to emerge as one of the top mid-majors in the country. I had a lot of my former classmates go to school here, so I was in town a lot during the summers, and this was a place where I wanted to come to school. Wasn't able to, had to go elsewhere, but it came around full circle. I was able to come back and be an assistant for Kevin. And when we took over the job, Mike, it was at the bottom of the league. And the mentality and approach that we took to everything to try to get it fixed right away was pretty impressive. And Kevin did a really good job setting the tone with that. So nothing but great things that 3 years he was here. And I was able to be a part of it, so very blessed and thankful for that.
And again, able to come back as well, continue to move this program forward. It has to be really nice for you to be able to do that twice, really, in your tenure as an assistant, now as a head coach.
Yeah, it's different when you're a head coach, but learning from a guy like Kevin of how to, change the mentality right away, we were able to do that. We were able to get in here and tighten some things up, start building a strong culture, get some really good high-character young men in here to do that. And, it's still building for sure, but we have a great foundation laid right now.
Again, Title Rising Episode 4 comes your way soon. Here's a preview.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the 10th basketball coach at UNCW, Mr. Kevin Keats.
Coach, welcome to Trask Coliseum, first of all. A lot of people here are looking forward to you saving the program, putting it back where it has been, possibly going further. Do you look at yourself as the savior here at UNCW? I've heard a few people sort of use that one word.
Okay, and I will work hard as I can to get this program back to where it deserves to be. It's going to take a heck of a commitment, and not just for the guys that's sitting on the front row, for everybody in the community, everybody in the school, everybody that's associated to the program, okay? We will turn the program around.
5.2 left.
They give it to Tanksy.
No timeouts remaining. Green. Wanye Green, Player of the Year, the CAA for the win.
So I'm making a commitment. I know every time they tell you when you go to a press conference, don't ever make any promises. But with everybody's hard work, with the community's hard work, with the faculty's hard work, and us as players and coaches, we will get this program back to where it was in '06. I promise you that, okay?
Not going to be enough for Hofstra tonight. UNC Wellington wins their 5th CAA Conference Championship and are heading to the Big Dance for the first time in 10 years.
Coach Keats, congratulations to you and the Seahawks. You're the CAA champions. You're going to the Big Dance.
Yeah, it was when Kevin came in. It was fun. Suddenly there was life, and the lineage that Kevin came from. He came from success, And you saw right away that, all right, this is different. Practices were different. The kids were different, just the attitude. You felt early on a shift.
Yes. I traveled to Memphis. Kevin was at the University of Louisville then, and I guess they were playing in the conference basketball tournament at the FedEx tournament at the FedEx Forum rather. And I had made arrangements to meet Kevin after their team dinner at the hotel where the Ducks walk out of the elevator, the Peabodys, we all know that. And I had a wonderful visit with Kevin in the Peabody. I spent about 2 hours in there. He was a perfect gentleman. And the next morning, I was sitting in an airplane scheduled to fly to Greensboro to interview an ACC assistant coach later that day. I actually got Kevin on the phone before we pulled out from the gate. I said, Kevin, I think you're the right person for this job. I think your family will love Wilmington. And I said, but I can't pay you as much as you're making at the University of Louisville right now. And he said back to me on that telephone call, don't worry about the money. I want to be there.
You know, it wasn't a no-brainer, Mike, at first. And here's why. I looked at, they were coming off of, I want to say 6 or 7 straight losing seasons. And it was going to be a challenge. So I looked at it as, hey, here's a great opportunity. I love opportunities. I love to take advantage of those. But that being said, you're taking over a program that hadn't won in so long. You know, the last time that they won consistently was under Brad at that time. And I was like, man, this will be a big challenge. But at the end of the day, I said, I'm leaving a great job at Louisville as assistant coach. We had went to the Final Four, won a national championship, and then my last year, Sweet 16. But I really wanted to be a head coach, and I saw this as an outstanding opportunity. Thank you. It's a great day to be a Seahawk. I can tell you that.
We understand your time is important, and so is how you measure it. You may want a beautiful timepiece that's able to perform under intense pressure. Or you may want a chronograph with unparalleled accuracy and a sophisticated style. At Reed's Jewelers, you'll find the perfect watch to measure your time. Time is the currency of your life. Measure it well.
Hi, my name is Dr. Claude Jarrett with Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, here for your Medical Minute on UNCW's campus. Here in Wilmington, we are fortunate enough to enjoy a lot of sports and outdoor activities. One of the more common injuries that we see this time of year are wrist fractures. The 2 most common type of wrist fractures are distal radius and scaphoid fractures. Both successfully can be treated. However, prevention is always the best. When possible, it's good to remember how to fall. You want to be able to tuck and roll. When you're falling, be aware of your surroundings as well. With Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our job is to help patients avoid long lines and expected cost of emergency rooms. We're able to tackle many orthopedic injuries such as acute traumas, fractures, and sprains.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time. And their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Joey and Hannah here from your local Window World. Window World products are hurricane tough.
Today we have a special guest to put our windows to the test. UNCW's Sammy Seahawk. How about we start with 60 miles per hour?
Sounds good to me.
70?
Let's do it.
How about an 80 mile per hour fastball?
Won't be a problem.
Window World.
Built hurricane tough.
Hey, I'm TJ Carter, 2006 CAA Tournament MVP and proud alum. Being a part of a winning culture taught me that success takes communication, trust, and teamwork. That's exactly what I bring every day at Southeast Mortgage. Whether you're buying your first home, moving up, or renovating your existing home, my team and I are here to guide you every step of the way. Together, we'll make your home buying journey a slam dunk. So why wait for overtime? Take the shot. Call me today. or visit my website below.
Time for another Pepsi player profile. Today it's one of the four-year seniors, Noah Ross, for UNCW. And coach, again, this guy really from his freshman year on, he's been the energy guy. He's been the glue guy at times. He's been the guy that really gets things going, and you're seeing that now in his senior season.
Yeah, when you talk about a Takeo Siddle type guy, a UNCW type guy, in our program that we've built, like, he is everything that we could have asked for. A guy that has strong character, strong in his faith, unbelievable family, strong work ethic. Whatever he does when he gets done playing basketball, he's going to be successful. That's just who he is as a person. I'm so thankful to be able to have coached him for the last 4 years. One of my favorites of all time. Somebody that I talk to just about every day. Even after we leave here, I'll be connected with him for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, he's been a great leader this season. Kagan Jackson sits down now with Noah Ross, our Pepsi player profile.
This week on the player profile, we have Wilmington's favorite son. You all know him well, Mr. Noah Ross from Apex, North Carolina. Noah, this is year 4 for you. You've been at this a long time. Pretty rare nowadays. Why? Why are you still here?
If I could pick UNCW over 1,000 times, I think I would. I don't know, just the culture we built here, Coach Siddle, just being around the guys every day, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So, from day one, like, you and Nolan were kind of joined at the hip. You guys came in together, and obviously you became really close friends. Would you have ever thought when you came in that you guys would be as tight as you are now?
I think so, yeah. I'm a big loyalty person. I think Nolan is too. I was able to sniff that out within the first time meeting him. And actually we came on our official visit together. That was the first time we met each other, and went out to eat with all of our parents. And you can kind of tell, he was raised similar and everything. So after that, I knew we would be pretty locked in.
Yeah, both these guys come from good stock. I'll attest to that. All right, I did my homework. I have a quote. July 20th, 2021. From Phenom Hoops. You remember this? This is an interview you did with Phenom Hoops.
Sure.
The question was, what do you think you will be able to provide to their program over your time there? And you said, over these next 4 years at UNCW, I want to establish a winning culture and bring good basketball back to Wilmington. My lifelong dream had always been to play in the NCAA tournament, so we'll definitely be attending and making a run in a couple of those. Thoughts?
I lived up to that quote. Obviously not the couple of them part of that quote.
I'm
looking forward to doing
pending
that this year. But yeah, I'm a man of my word, man. So what can I say?
All right. Who has the best drip on the team?
Best drip. If I was going last year, I think I'd go Jake Murphy. If I'm going to go this year, wow. I'm just going to say McCoy, just cause, man. Give my guy a nice compliment.
Okay, he probably thinks he does. Yeah. Okay, who's the best dressed on our staff?
Best dressed on staff. I'm gonna go with Coach Siddle. I liked his teal jacket that he brought out for our.
That was clean. That was very clean.
Party. Yeah.
Who's the worst dressed?
Worst dressed on staff. I'm gonna have to go. I don't want to give him a stray, but. I'm gonna have to go Tanner Bennett by a long shot.
Sorry, Tanner. Okay, what about on the team?
On the team, worst drip. I'm gonna go CJ Luster for sure.
CJ Luster, wow.
Yeah, just kind of erratic kind of style.
You can't go after CJ, man. He's too positive.
Yeah, he's a likable guy.
He's very likable. Okay, last question. Everybody's getting this one. You got one staff member and one manager. Somebody's got to buy you a basket at the end of the game. Who are you taking?
One staff member and one manager. I'm going Craig Ponder's staff for sure. I think everyone's probably going to give that
Probably,
answer.
Yeah.
One manager. Kind of a sneaky take, but I like him down low. Give me my guy JP.
JP's automatic in the post. I will give you that. Played against him many times. All right, folks. This is Noah Ross. You know him. You love him. This has been the player profile. When you see him, give him a high five. He's always loving to talk with the fans, always willing. Great things coming from Noah this year. We'll see you next time.
Fact. It's Ford Truck Month, and it's the best time to get a great deal on a new Ford truck. From the company that assembles more vehicles, employs more hourly workers, who help make Ford the best-selling truck brand in the Carolinas. It's Ford Truck Month. Get great deals on a huge selection, and that's a fact. Now get 2.9% financing for 60 months plus up to $6,900 in total savings on select 2025 F-150 trucks.
Hey, grab me one too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
I'm just being myself, cool as can be. It's so easy. Get out your own way.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two with fries and a drink, just $5.99.
Time now for the Wilmington Health Play of the Week. It's actually a couple of plays from Big Pat, Patrick Wessler. Big game for him against Hampton. Here's our Wilmington Health Plays of the Week.
Fakes a pass out front to Wessler. Fakes a pass himself, drives it all the way in, up the glass, and scores!
How about that play? Everybody expected the kick out. He kept the dribble alive. Wessler now with 6.
Wessler fumbles, recovers. 10 seconds on the shot clock, throws it up, and somehow scores. It gets fouled as well. Pumps the fist. And one here for Patrick Wessler on the foul. Swing for Wessler, gets the ball, now it's Wessler, shot fake, drives in. Bucket, and the foul for Wessler as he's fouled by Unique Rink.
Well, once again, Patrick Wessler doing some big things against Hampton last Saturday in Trask Coliseum. Coach, again, when the emphasis is to get him the ball inside, he's been delivering here lately.
Yeah, he's an X factor, Mike. He is the key to our team, to be honest with you. When we can throw it into him, not just to score, it gives us penetration because we don't have the guards that can just get by you. Madison can do it, Greedy can do it some, and some other guys can do it a little bit here and there, but to be able to throw it into him and not only score the basketball, but to kick it back out for threes or to transport it somewhere else, like it's such a key to what we're trying to do. He's doing that. He's stepped up his competitive spirit. He stepped up his toughness. He's doing so many different things. So, like I said, he's an X factor and the key to this team.
Was great on the glass as well. He's our Window World Wilmington High Impact Rebounder of the Week with the 14 rebounds. And Coach, he does a great job, not just rebounding, but keeping that ball high, keeping that advantage that he has by keeping it up in the air.
Yeah, it's such a weapon to have a 7-footer like that on the glass. You know, you can do so much blocking out, and then he can just go up out of his area and just reach up and go get it. He has a knack for it. That's something that we've been on him about. He's one of the better rebounders in our conference, in the country as well. So to have him on the glass is extremely important for us.
He's also the Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week as well with just a one game. Again, a double-double, 7th of the season, near triple-double with those 6 block shots. A couple of those block shots, Coach, he wasn't even in the play, and he comes from, out of that play and makes that block. So, again, it shows not only using his size, but hustling to get there.
Yeah, Mike, that like 2-3 weeks ago, he wouldn't have done that. But we've been showing him clips of how to compete out of his area, how to make multiple efforts in a possession. And to his credit, he's embracing that and really going out there trying to apply it when he gets out on the court. So we need him to keep rim protecting. We need him to keep competing like that. So very proud of Patrick.
Yeah, a big game for him against Hampton, hoping to have that carryover to the trip up north for UNCW. We'll take a break. We'll talk about those games coming up next. Stay with us.
We understand your time is important, and so is how you measure it. You may want a beautiful timepiece that's able to perform under intense pressure. Or you may want a chronograph with unparalleled accuracy and a sophisticated style. At Reed's Jewelers, you'll find the perfect watch to measure your time. Time is the currency of your life. Measure it well.
Hi, my name is Dr. Claude Jarrett with Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, here for your Medical Minute on UNCW's campus. Here in Wilmington, we are fortunate enough to enjoy a lot of sports and outdoor activities. One of the more common injuries that we see this time of year are wrist fractures. The two most common type of wrist fractures are distal radius and scaphoid fractures. Both successfully can be treated. However, prevention is always the best. When possible, it's good to remember how to fall. You want to be able to tuck and roll. When you're falling, be aware of your surroundings as well. With Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our job is to help patients avoid long lines and expected cost of emergency rooms. We're able to tackle many orthopedic injuries such as acute traumas, fractures, and sprains.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time. And their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Joey and Hannah here from your local Window World. Window World products are hurricane tough.
Today we have a special guest to put our windows to the test. UNCW's Sammy Seahawk. How about we start with 60 miles per hour?
Sounds good to me.
70?
Let's do it.
How about an 80 mile per hour fastball?
Won't be a problem.
Window World.
Built hurricane tough.
Hey, I'm TJ Carter, 2006 CAA Tournament MVP and proud alum. Being a part of a winning culture taught me that success takes communication, trust, and teamwork. That's exactly what I bring every day at Southeast Mortgage. Whether you're buying your first home, moving up, or renovating your existing home, my team and I are here to guide you every step of the way. Together, we'll make your home buying journey a slam dunk. So why wait for overtime? Take the shot, call me today, or visit my website below.
Come back with the Hardy CAA standings here, Coach. After the first week, successful first week, you are 3-0 atop the conference along with Charleston, 2-0 Hofstra. So early on, you're seeing some of the competitors right now when you look at the conference.
Yeah, it's still early, for sure. I'm glad we're in the position that we're in. But that thing is going to be so jumbled up here by the end of it. You know, some teams that are struggling right now will start to catch fire. Hopefully we can continue to be consistent here. But it's going to be a fun run in conference season.
Let's take a look at the schedule coming up for UNCW, brought to you by Southeast Mortgage. The Seahawks up north for a couple of games. Thursday in Boston, they take on Northeastern at 7 o'clock. And then on Long Island on Saturday, UNCW and Stony Brook, that game at 6 o'clock. Coach Northeastern first. Still trying to find their identity. L.A. Pratt, preseason all-conference, out with the injury. This is a dangerous team, though.
It's a very dangerous team. Anytime you play a Bill Cohen coach team, you know they're going to be well prepared, organized, they're going to play hard, going to be skilled at each position, going to be able to shoot the basketball. He's going to be able to get them looks from all over the court. So it's going to be a tough test for us. You know, all we're focused on this week is trying to have good days, making sure we take the right things up north with us. And I think, you know, we've gotten off to a good start.
And you're going to be on the road quite a bit here coming up. 5 of your next 6 games away from Wilmington as well. Taking one game at a time, but you've got to get some road victories.
We have to. In order to stay in the mix for a top 4 seed, you have to steal a few on the road. It's going to take a lot of toughness, a lot of focus. We have to stay healthy for sure. But this right here, this stretch right here is really going to tell me a lot about our group.
All right, again, Thursday at Northeastern, Saturday at Stony Brook. We'll have those games for you on The Breeze. Coach, best of luck.
Thank you, Mike.
For Coach and Riley Nance behind the scenes, also Kagan Jackson as well. I'm Mike Vaccaro. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Another episode of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle.